Dear guests, it is a great honor to be here and to open this conference that we strongly believe is one of the most important elements of our lasting campaign against establishment and rise of the European empire. It is 1 year, nearly 1 year now, after the European Parliament has adopted 267 amendments to the European treaties in November 2023. 1 month later, the Commission has accepted the resolution. So, for the first time after the Lisbon Treaty, the official proceeding of amending European treaties is commenced. Just imagine the situation in the United States. If the Congress and Senate accept 267 amendments to your Constitution, and nobody cares, nobody discusses it, media are silent, politicians do not mention that something is happening, and you are just one step before all the powers of the states are transferred to the swamp. It is just the situation now in Europe. It is not only about the general politics. What the Brussels is trying to grip is external security, internal security, military spending, and I say it in Poland, which spends 5% of its GDP for military and does not spend it in Europe, but in our allies, with our allies in the world. The foreign affairs, all competences concerning foreign affairs, bilateral relations, multilateral relations with countries outside of EU will be transferred as a competence to Brussels. Border protection. There will be no national borders, no external national borders, only the European Union border under the supervisory and decisions of Brussels. Industry and economy. All the regulations decided in Brussels. Monetary policy, climate policy, whatever it means, cross-border infrastructure, airports, highways, education and upbringing of children, health and family issues. And under health, European Union, of course, understands everything that comes with it, together with so-called sexual and reproductive rights. And under family issues, Guy Verhofstadt Commission prepared those amendments having in mind all the regulations concerning family, marriage, surrogacy, etc. It is 2 years from now that those amendments will be probably enacted if there is not a single state, European state, that will oppose that. Our mission as think tanks, analytical centers, is to provide the people with information, is to make it impossible to follow the lines and strategies well known in Europe of reforming the European Union without any democratic control. Our mission is to open the public debate, inform the people, and try to counterbalance this strategic attack on sovereignty of our countries and independence of our states. And as we are just in the middle of what seems to be the most turbulent US presidential campaigns in the modern history, we have to understand that the outcome of that will have a strategic significance, not only for international security, but on the stability of the North Atlantic Alliance, on protection of our borders, on modernization of international refugee system, in order to respond what we all experience, these weapons of mass migration attacking the borders both of the United States and Europe. Finally, it is transatlantic cooperation that 100 years ago provided crucial support for Polish independence. And again, it is that alliance that will have a key role in securing freedom, sovereignty, and democracy of European nations against the threats of European empire. And European empire is declared by the authors of the documents as a competitor and counterbalance to North Atlantic Treaty. That has been already announced. Thank you very much for joining this conference. And we tend not to call it a conference so often, rather a seminary. It will start with the panels, the open panels. We will discuss different issues and different aspects of the reform of European Union. And after those panels, we have a closed debate, closed workshop under the Chatham House rules, just the idea of which has been born a few months ago during the visit of James Carafano in Warsaw, to enable our friends from the United States and our allies in the European Union to provide full information on the meaning of this reform of European Union, on an impact of this reform of European Union on transatlantic relations. Thank you very much, James, for being with us. James Carafano and the Heritage Foundation co-organizes this conference, and without your assistance, your help, it won't be possible. And I would like just to mention all the organizations and all the think tanks and centers, analytical centers that joined us today. Phyllis Schlafly Eagles, Institute of Right-Wing Politics, MCC Brussels, Warsaw Institute, Center for Fundamental Rights, Ladisław Hanus Institute, Machiavelli Center for Political and Strategic Studies, EU-US Forum, Solidarity Center for Law and Justice, Disensa Foundation, Identity and Democracy Foundation, Vigilare Foundation, Ordo Iuris Croatia as well, Nazione Futura. Thank you very much for being with us also, representatives of Romanian Parliament and Foreign Affairs Committee, and the media, the Telegraph, and of course, European Conservative. It's a great honor to open this conference, and James, the floor is yours.
Well, I bring you greetings from the swamp. I have, and many American conservatives have always believed that the real bridge of the 21st century of the transatlantic community is conservatives. That the idea that elites can have absolute governance and tell us how to live our lives in the pursuit of freedom and prosperity and security is as great a danger, if not a greater danger, than the external threats which have come after this community for centuries. I want to thank the organizers who put this together today. It's a great honor. It's important for us. The very selfish goal that we have as American conservatives simply need to understand more about the process that is going on here in Europe. And so we understand how we can partner to help strengthen and support the voices who believe in popular sovereignty. If you look in America today, you see a lot of stress and a lot of competition, but it is because our system is designed to prevent the consolidation of political power, that today America has the most extraordinary election in the free world. Over 300 million people. I know that's like a suburb in Delhi, I get that. But over 300 million people have this absolute choice between two visions and two different paths forward. I think for American voters, that is the most exciting and tremendous gift to have a real choice in what your future looks like. And we'll see what happens in the American election. But regardless, I believe that the common cause and the bonds between American conservatives and European conservatives are only going to grow and strengthen all the time. I tell many of my American friends is, when you look outside your community, you have way more in common with our friends in Poland, in Hungary, in Italy, than you do with the yahoos in California and New York. So as a New York kid, the one thing they always taught us is find out where your friends are and be with your friends. So I am really looking forward to learning from this conference and from the workshop. I am so thankful to so many of the organizations that agree to participate here because, I travel a lot around the world. Increasingly, wherever I go, I see all my friends. And it says nothing about me, but it says a lot about the yearning and the desire of people that truly believe in freedom getting together to fight in this common cause. So thank you for your participation. Thank you for organizing, and I look really forward to the program and to the workshop to learn more about the future of Europe and the pursuit of freedom and prosperity and security. So thank you so much.